Hi guys, welcome back to our Facebook Live on
Facebook.
Fridays.
How are you?
Hey, we are actually going to jump right into our case studies. This is exactly why we come here every Friday to teach you and show you. I have here
Jordan. My name is Jordan. I actually work and do a lot of our creative projects, like of custom flyers or presentations and things like that. So I get to work with more of the creative side of what we do, but also I'm joined here by the magnificent Alexis Santana. She's one of our salesmen that works in like the Midwest, is that right?
Yeah, it's like Midwest, so Kansas all the way up to North Dakota and over, and then all international accounts as well too.
Absolutely, yeah. So she's one of our great sales reps here. So I'm not as amazing at selling or showing you guys really cool products, but I do have some cool things, and so does Alexis. We're going to try to give you guys some cool ideas of how to do it. As always, though, we have to have a would you rather,
right,
just because it's Friday and we're tired and we're almost there. So I think the one we're going to go with here is would you rather have to sneeze but not be able to, or have something stuck in your eye for an entire year? Go.
That's hard.
Sneeze but can't. Like you have the feeling like it's but it
happen?
Never comes out.
Oh, okay.
Or just constantly, hang on, can you give me a minute? There's something. I'm almost done, but there's a thing and it never goes away.
I'd have to go at number one.
Really?
I can't. I mean, think about it. Like, would you go a whole year with something in your eye?
I hate sneezing more than almost anything in the entire universe. Yeah. I sneeze just like my dad, so it's this loud hyena-like yell that shakes the house.
To try.
I might have one before we finish because we are in Chattanooga. Yeah. But yeah, no, I would rather absolutely have something stuck in my eye, because that would just be like, hi, I'm the guy with the thing in his eye.
Like
good to meet you.
Cool eye patch, like bedazzle it and just walk around. And we can make this a thing.
Print a logo on it.
Yeah, make it. Yeah, we could definitely have a logo on it, and then we can just walk around and just make it a thing. Like that's how it happens. Somebody starts it and it happens. So
that's a good one. So that being said, printing logos on such, we have a few items here for you today. They're probably not exactly items you may have not seen before. You know, there's some of these are classic. I've got some phone chargers and a wireless charger here. We've got drinkware and some. Alexis actually has a really cool item. But the point is just to make them new, to make them fresh, give you a kind of an idea of like, I haven't thought about that. That's probably a good way to pitch that or to market that or whatever. So Alexis, why don't I start and then we'll let you show off your cool stuff.
Cool. And you guys chime in at any time with comments, questions.
Absolutely.
We will stop and we will definitely answer for you.
She will probably answer. I'll just look pretty. I have just some good old classic chargers and some cool ones. This isn't new. Everybody, pretty much all suppliers sell chargers. But from my perspective, doing like some creative projects with like marketing attempts and things like this, what I see a lot of these products come by and in different ways we use them. So I've got a classic one here. This is the plug-in power, real simple, just straight plug into the wall to a USB. We've got like the mini USBs. You could use any USB you want here. So this is just a good classic plug into your wall use. And this is just a lower price point. You can print full color on these.
Full color.
You can print full color on this. So this is a really good one to use for your logo. And this is just a good standard lower price point charger. But if you want to mix it up, what I've seen a lot in marketing wise, this is called the Force. And this one you can do just a regular imprint. You can actually do full color on this also. But I've seen this used a lot for like colleges and universities. We're looking at, you've got a wireless charger on top. This is not plugged in, so don't judge us. A wireless charger on top and two USBs right here. So you can actually charge 3 devices at once on this, and one of them being a wireless charger. So that, first of all, is just cool. Wireless charging is a pretty big upcoming thing, and most phones, I would say nowadays, have the ability to. There's still some out there that don't. But the way I see these, and this one as well, geared towards like students from colleges and universities like that, they're going to have 7 tablets and 6 phones on them at all times. So whether they're actually working on schoolwork or just playing a game on their phone, this is a really cool tool to have to be able to carry around with you. Same idea for this one. This is called the Oompa. Fun to say and to use. This actually has 4 USBs, so this is not a wireless one, but you're thinking about the same kind of idea. You've got a college student with 80 phones and they need to charge this, or they've got friends around, or they're studying in a group. I've done this several times where you're looking for 6 wall outlets because you've got so many phones, whereas this you can plug in and like you've instantly got 4 people's phones that are charging, or you can charge 2 tablets at the same time, 2 phones and a tablet, whatever you want to do. It's actually really powerful and a good use. So I've seen in my experience just kind of some different ways these are used in the standard here's your charger, actually selling it with a little bit more of a purpose for things like that.
Right.
But Alexis, you have stuff that's a lot bigger and probably cooler than what I brought.
No, I love your things. I mean,
Yeah.
I see that all the time. My customers, I have a lot that do things with colleges and universities, and they're always trying to look for things that has that high perceived value and also the good usage.
Yeah.
And so like the Oompa, that's a very good one, especially with kids that, you just don't have a lot of space. You don't have a lot of room, you don't have a lot of plugs, and that's just great for them to share and use that in the dorm as well too. So I've seen that a lot. So those are really cool items, and I like that, Jordan. Good job.
Yeah. You're welcome, Facebook.
Well, I have some really cool retail brands I wanted to show you. So I have Elo, which is some drinkware that you're actually going to find in some really cool name brand stores like Target, Walmart. And so you're going to see these exact styles on the shelves. Not the same colors though, because of course we're trying to keep it more corporate in our profession over than retail. So retail, you'll see different colors than what you do in corporate. But we have black, blue, red, and gray. So fun.
I do have a red.
And a fun product as well too. Yeah. So I actually had a customer out in Oregon that had a sales meeting. And so she wanted to basically find something that would go with the theme. And the theme was outdoors, camping-like. And she was thinking of the typical campfire mug, which we've seen a lot so far, right? I've seen a campfire mug everywhere, gift stores, things like that. So she wanted something that was a little bit more higher end than that. And then also something that they would keep as personalized for them too. So she instantly thought of Gold Bond, since we have a new partnership with Leapfrog and Elo, and she said that she wanted to get it personalized. And with us having our new laser capabilities on our drinkware, she thought this was perfect for it. So we did end up producing this for them. Everyone at the sales meeting got their name and the company logo on it, and it just turned out perfect for them. I really like it because it has that mixed material with it again. We talked about that a couple weeks ago when you have cork and some of that metal and plastic as well too. It really brings that high perceived value as well. So one of my favorite drinkware so far this year. And it's just been fun. This has been a fun brand to work with and see out in retail and then bring it here for you guys too.
Yeah, and with all the things included, like the lid the snap, it's like patented, I'm pretty sure. It looks like an older classic style mug that everybody likes, the good old campfire mug, but there's actually a lot of cool technology in this mug, which is pretty cool.
So much technology in these little mugs. So fun product, and they really enjoyed that. Interested to see what they're going to do next year. Of course, we have a huge line of Elo products. So of course you have the magnet, the Fulton, so it can work with pretty much anything. So you don't really necessarily have to have like that sales meeting. You can maybe follow up later on with a gift for the Fulton or the magnet. So another great brand that we've actually are partnering with as well this year is OtterBox, which I absolutely love OtterBox too. I put it on, of course, you trust your phone, right? In an OtterBox case.
Absolutely.
I mean,
I have one on now.
I mean, you trust your $1,000 phone in an OtterBox case.
Scary,
so
but yes.
When people came to us and they were like, why OtterBox coolers or why OtterBox dry boxes and things of that sort. It's kind of like, well, if you trust your $1,000 phone in a case with their name on it, then you should I could trust a couple drinks and some ice as well too inside of a cooler. So I was really excited. It's something different and new with them. The dry box is pretty much a staple in their collection. However, in the promo world, you might not see it as often used, is what I'm going to say. So this might trigger some more creative juices for you guys. We actually had a customer that wanted to use it as a medical kit. So basically, this was given to patients at the hospital when they received maybe different types of equipment to use for diabetes, or if they needed to have like needles or shots or things like that to keep it safe and not broken when they travel. This definitely kept all of their items safe and secure and waterproof as well. So they didn't have to worry about any of those things getting broken while they were moving around or traveling out of town or things of that sort. Rather than just keeping it in like a medical bag or something that could have an effect of breaking that expensive equipment. So this was a great add-on for them, a great addition to their equipment that was a piece of basically added on for this mount, and they loved it. I mean, it worked out really well for them, and I thought it was a genius idea. I didn't think anything outside of outdoors for this, so I thought it was pretty cool.
I don't think a lot of people think this kind of stuff, or coolers, or all the other things that OtterBox offers. When they hear the word OtterBox, you probably think, oh, phone case is cool. But they actually have a huge amount of lines, and we've even have their drinkware and tons of stuff, so it's actually really great. Yeah.
I love it. I think this is cute. I think all the things we have here are cute today.
Very, very cute. I'm glad I brought cute items to the table.
Well, you guys, we definitely want you to submit any questions or comments that you have. We'll answer them at a later time as well. But I think we have some more questions that we're going to go through. I'll just throw one out there to you, since you're the marketing.
I'm nervous, but I'm
presentation guy.
Bring it on.
So when you do your presentations and you are creating these, product flyers basically for us, what do you typically see a lot of in design wise? Do you think that things are more flashy, or do you feel like things are more simple now? You just want product and price. What more do you see?
So a lot of what we do here, and I think personally this is a good idea. Like for example, one of our salesmen here has a staple flyer, staple presentation. No matter what items they're pitching, it is always on that same template basically. And that kind of triggers this backdoor thought of like, oh, I know that's an Alexis flyer. I know that flyer because it always looks like that. I think there's strength in a consistent style. But as far as like flashy and simple, you know what? I think a lot of it plays to who your end user is. I just did one the other day for one of our sales reps, and the end user was just kind of like a young and upcoming company. So we wanted to add a little bit more of like I'm old, a cool vibe. I realized I'm old when I said that phrase. I wanted to add some like more unique things, more cool like, shapes, things like that, to just kind of draw your attention a little bit better, just to make it a little more inviting visually. But then you do have end users that are like, can you give me a white sheet of paper with the product on it? I just want to see that. Right. So it totally depends on who you're working for. And I think just as a distributor, it's just going to help you even more to be able to come to someone like us and say, I know my end user very well. They don't like a lot of flash. So let's give me something that's really to the point, and it's actually still pretty. Like, simple can be pretty. It's not a bad thing to have it simple. But it's all about knowing your end user, in my experience. So we do all across the board what they look like, but it's ultimately for them to make sure they go, yeah, this is our look, this is our vibe.
Right. So, know your end user, know your market, know where you're trying to stay consistent with on your website and on your social media platforms. That's great.
So my thought, because I design a lot of these things, from a salesman aspect, what are some things you do, maybe even personally, maybe not even on time here at work? What are some things you do to feel like you're staying current, like you're staying up on, I don't know, fashion trends, on trends that are doing with promos? Like, what are some things you do as a sales rep yourself to go, this is how I can make myself a better rep for my people?
Well, I actually look at a ton of things on Instagram, on LinkedIn.
Okay.
Social media is where I find a lot of it.
Sure.
Just because, LinkedIn, I'll go and I'll look at the hashtags promo products, or I'll go on Instagram and look at the hashtag of those type of like promo or advertising marketing, just trying to see what kind of trends are staying up to date, and just searching, scrolling, liking whatever, leaving relative comments on it as well too, so you can connect with other people as well that enjoy the same things that you like, or trying to do the same things that we're doing. That's how I try to stay current. I just try to look on that social media as often as I can. And it's worked out.
Okay.
It's worked out.
It's a good idea. It's probably a good idea for anybody else watching, other distributors, or other suppliers. If you feel like you're like, oh, I'm stuck, I'm not thinking of something, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So I just search everywhere for anything, and you never know what you might come across. So.
All right. I think we're probably going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for joining us. I mean, it's always good to have you in your home, in your office, whatever. And even if you're watching it later on YouTube or whatever, like Alexis said earlier, follow us on all our social media platforms. We'll post this. You'll have endless opportunities to come look at our beautiful faces again anytime you feel like it. So keep this in mind. We do this every week. We do this for you. So we always try to find a new and unique way to help you guys, and maybe even challenge you to be better distributors, and hopefully come back to us for all your needs. So
keep Jordan busy over here.
That's right. Give me some things to design. Absolutely. But all right, Facebook.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
See you later.